Welcome back to my channel Phoenix Physics. Today we are going to learn application of dimensional analysis. Our second application is to check the dimensional correctness of a given physical equation. Here also there are two steps. First step, you write the dimensional formula. Second step, check the dimension of each term in a given equation. So there are two steps in this application also. For example, consider equation of motion formula, that is V is equal to U plus AT. There are three equations in equation of motion. One is V is equal to U plus AT, S is equal to UT plus half AT square, then V square equal to U square plus 2AS. There are three formulas, but I am considering only V is equal to U plus AT. So based on the rule number, write the dimensional formula. Now we are going to write the dimensional formula of V, U, A and T. Okay. So you know that this V is nothing but final velocity and this U is nothing but initial velocity, A is acceleration and T is time. Here if it is initial velocity, final velocity means the dimensional formula is same, that is L T power minus 1. So here L T power minus 1 is the dimensional formula for velocity. Here also L T power minus 1 plus A is acceleration. Acceleration means L T power minus 2. And what is the dimensional formula for T? That is T. Okay. So L T power minus 1 plus here L. Here I have minus 2, T to the power of minus 2, here 1. So your answer is L T power minus 1. This is my LHS and this is my RHS. What is our second step? Check the dimension of each term in a given equation. Here this is one term, this is one term and this is one term, right? Here what is the dimension? L T power minus 1, L T power minus 1 and L T power minus 1. This is nothing but principle of homogeneity, right? So LHS is equal to RHS. Here we have one condition, that is quantities of same dimension can be added. Up to this clear? Here also same dimension. So the quantities of same dimension can be added. So here in this application there are two steps. First write the dimensional formula. Next check the dimension of each term in a given equation. Up to this clear? Based on the application 2, one example problem is given. Check the correctness of the equation half mv square is equal to mgh using dimensional analysis method. You know that this half mv squared is kinetic energy, mgh is nothing but potential energy, right? So what is given? Half mv square is equal to mgh. This is given. So what is our first step? We should write the dimensional formula. So first step is write the dimensional formula. So the dimensional formula, here half is a number. You know that for a pure number the exponent of the base quantity is 0. So leave this number. You write the dimension for m. What is the dimension for m? M, capital M. Then v square. V is nothing but velocity. You know the dimension of velocity, L T power minus 1 the whole square, which is equal to m. M means capital M. Then g is nothing but acceleration due to gravity. That is acceleration due to gravity. A means you know the dimension formula for A, that is L T to the power of minus 2 and h is nothing but height. So L. Write the term m. Here L square, T power minus 1 into 2. So T power minus 2. This is my LHS. Here m, L into L square, then T power minus 2. This is my RHS. Here LHS is equal to RHS. You know that our second step is check the dimension of each terms in a given equation. Here m L square T minus 2 is the dimension of half mv square, and m L square T minus 2 is the dimension of mgh. So LHS equal to RHS. Hence the equation is dimensionally correct. Third application is to establish relation among physical quantities. Here Q is my physical quantity and this quantity depends on Q1, Q2, Q3 physical quantities, and A, B, C are the dimension of the physical quantity. The power of dimension A, B, C are the power of dimension of the physical quantity. I hope you know that. So how do you remove this proportionality symbol? By introducing one constant, right? So Q is equal to K into Q1 power A, Q2 power B and Q3 power C. This is the general expression. Here there are two steps to write this application. First one is write the dimensional formula. Second step, equate the powers of dimension. Based on the application 3, one example problem is given. Obtain an expression for the time period t of a simple pendulum. The time period t depends on mass m of the bob, length L of the pendulum, acceleration due to gravity g at the place where the pendulum is suspended, and the constant k is given. K is equal to 2 pi. Okay. So here we are going to find out the time period t of the pendulum, and this t depends on mass of the pendulum, that is m to the power a, and length of the pendulum L to the power b, acceleration due to gravity g to the power c. Okay. So here to remove the proportionality symbol, we have to introduce one constant. Here k is our constant. T is equal to k into m to the power a, L to the power b and g to the power c. You know that there are two steps. First one is write down the dimensional formula. First, based on the first step, here time period t is given. You know the dimension of t is t. So here power 1 and k, m means mass, the dimension capital M to the power a, L means length, power b, and g means acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration means L t power minus 2 the whole power c. Okay. What is our next step? We have to equate the powers. Here t to the power 1, here k, m to the power a, L to the power, here I have b and here I have c. So you can write it as b plus c, and t means minus 2 c. So minus 2c. In LHS, no m quantity and L quantity. You can simply write it as m to the power 0 and L to the power 0, because we don't have any mass and length quantities in this LHS side. So I can simply write it as m to the power 0 and L to the power 0. Okay, now you equate the powers. So A is equal to, A is nothing but the power of m, right? In left hand side I have 0. So A is equal to 0. What is B plus C? B plus Z is equal to 0. What is minus 2C? Minus 2C is equal to 1. So how do you find out C? Bring this minus 2 here. So minus 1 by 2. This is our C answer. So A you know, C you know. Here you substitute C value, you can get B value also. So B plus C is equal to 0 means B, substitute C value here, minus 1 by 2 is equal to 0. So what is our B? Bring this minus 1 by 2 to right hand side. So plus 1 by 2. So you know the A value, B value and C value. This is our equation 1. Substitute A, B, C values in equation 1. What is our equation 1? T is equal to K. M to the power A. What is A here? 0. Substitute M to the power 0. Then L. What is the B value? 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. So write 1 by 2. Then G. What is our C value? C is minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2. Right. So T is equal to K. M to the power of 0 means value is 1. So leave this one. L to the power of half and G to the power of minus half. You can write half means within the square root, right? So K root of L divided by G. So you can write this L and G like this. K into root L by G. That is our T. Here K value is given. What is our K value? K is nothing but 2 pi. Substitute 2 pi here. Then T is equal to 2 pi root of L by G. So T is equal to 2 pi square root of L divided by G. Up to this clear? We completed the first lesson, that is nature of physical world and measurement. In our next video, we will start new lesson, that is kinematics. Please spread a word about this Phoenix Physics with your friends and relatives. And don't forget to give your valuable comments. Thank you.